It's Buster. It's Buster on me. Here we are. Just missed the sunrise. We are in Sedona. Sedona. And wow, you can just see it peeking right over the ridge there. Yep. Came in yesterday. Came in through that gap right in there. Yep, had some very interesting downdrafts at the end of the approach end of 2-1. Definitely interesting. You think you're coming in high, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm dropping out of the sky. So, full throttle. Yeah. Yeah, we were pretty fortunate. Yeah. Yeah, there's tons of videos out there on approaches to runway 21 in Sedona. Yeah, we didn't watch any of them, so we just had at it. So anyway, this is one of the airports that I believe Microsoft Flight Simulators kind of worked their magic on, so it's pretty cool. So we're sitting over here at one of the GA ramps. Got our fuel, by the way, 101 gallons. Plane holds 202, so we got 101 on the fill up. A little more expensive here. It was $6.49 a gallon, so took us $655 US to fill her up. And if you're tracking with us, that so far we've flown well, that's 2,034 nautical miles so far to get from Hollywood North Perry Airport down in Fort Lauderdale all the way to here in Sedona. It's $3,219, $1.54 US per nautical mile, if you're keeping tracking. So that's the fuel manifest. Thank you, Buster, for the briefing. Let's go to weight and balance really quick. So full on the fuel, so that's 1212 on the pounds, and we have forward baggage. That's Buster's food. I was going to say that's me. Definitely would like to get that down, but anyway, Buster at 70, and then we have our Liferaft sitting behind Buster. Kind of put it behind Buster so we can kind of equalize the weight a tad. Not that we're that concerned about it in this beast of an airplane with the Baron 58P Papa pressurization. But anyway, you'll see at some point why we're going to have the Liferaft. So we're all good here. We are all good. Not on this trip, Buster. No, not going to need any Liferaft on this trip, unless we need it for the Grand Canyon, because we are going to the Grand Canyon. We're going to go to the Grand Canyon, and then we're going to Vegas. Yep, we are going to Vegas. Las Vegas North. Yep, Las Vegas North. That's where we're headed. North Las Vegas. That's right. Kilo Victor Golf Tango. So that's where we're going. We're not going to Harry Reid or McLaren or Henderson, is it? Yeah, so we got McLaren, Henderson, blah, blah, blah. Nellis Air Force Base. No, we're not doing any of those. We're going to North Las Vegas. We'll be coming in on the north side, so hopefully we'll be able to point out some of the topography, not topography, some of the landmarks, perhaps, in Las Vegas. But let's go ahead and get the show in the air. We have filed a IFR flight plan with Vatsim, so we have squawk code 2672. So let's get going. Well, you know what? Would kind of help you guys to give you a little situational awareness. Here we are at Sedona, going up to Grand Canyon. There's a river through the Grand Canyon. We'll be cutting through. And then we're going Tenzo Meads, and we'll go into Linden and then Desire. But we'll vector out before then, and we'll take an ILS, either an ILS or an RNAV approach. I expect we'll be, well, I expect that we'll be flying into the southeast. I could be wrong. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get us started, Buster. Got to get the show in the air, man. Okay, we have gear down, parking brake is down. Let's go ahead and flip on our battery. Fuel, all looking good, right where we're supposed to be. Bus volts, we're right where we need to be. Alright, so that's a good sign. And the landing gear lights, so we're all good. Alright, so typically we would do our walk around about now. We're not going to do it right now because we don't have the time. But we're just going to be looking for any fluid, anything crazy. Alright, we'll do a video or we'll do a full walk around on the Baron. I know we keep saying that. Okay, before starting engine, okay, let's do our routine. Gear down, parking brake in, let's check all of our circuit breakers. They do pop, guys. Yep, they do pop. Sitting on a whopping 23 hours. Let's go ahead across, everything should be off. Everything is off, everything is down. Let's go ahead and push the mixture full rich. Trims are neutral. Cowl flaps are down. Fuel selectors are on. Static, is it in? Yep, static is in, going along the bottom row. Everything's in. Okay, down and dump. Alright, we are looking good there. Avionics is down, battery on. Let's go ahead and get our alternators on. Everything is looking good. Bus volts are good. Let's go ahead and get our beacon and the nav on. Let's listen for the low fuel pump. Yep. Okay, boost pumps are sounding good. Let's get the LT. Okay, we're good there. I know. Buster doesn't like the ELT. Okay, we're good on the CO detector. Very nice. Annunciator lights, forgot that coming on in. Excuse me. Okay, annunciator lights are looking good. We're at 51 degrees, so we'll probably get the heat on as we get rolling. Don't want to put it on right now, though. Parking brake is set. Verified. Beacon on. Let's roll them. Let's go ahead and get the right engine on. So we are full rich. Props are high. Full wide open on the right. We're going for 4 seconds on the booster. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Positive fuel flow. Get it down before we flood the engine. Alright, let's go ahead and go to idle. Crack it open. Let's go ahead and get our to start. As soon as the manifold pressure starts to go down, we'll go ahead and go to both. Start light should go off. Then we'll look at our engine instruments. Let's do it. Good. We're not good. What did we do, Buster? We probably flooded the engine. Make sure we're full. Let's go down. And we didn't yell clear prop. That was the clear reason why. Alright, let's throw it open one more time. Alright, clear prop. Want to help, Buster? If we don't get it done this time, we'll have to do the flooded engine test. And I'm not getting a good sound on the engines anyway. It's very faint. Okay, crack it open. Okay, we are at 1,000 on the RPM. We are in the green on oil pressure. We are positive oil temp is rising. Fantastic. And bus volts are looking good. Okay, we have a good right engine start. So let's go ahead and get the left engine rocking and rolling here. Full throttle on the left. Let's go to high on the booster. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Cut booster. Cut throttle. Crack it open. Looking good. Clear prop. Bam. Go ahead, Buster. Okay, here we go. Terrific. Let's go ahead and advance the throttle. 1,000. How are we looking at oil pressure? We're in the green. We have oil temp is rising. Bus volts, where we need them to be. 28. Fantastic. We have a good left engine start. Pull back the RPM. Outstanding. Close the window, Buster. Let's get the avionics on. Bam. We are at 2672. 2672. Where are we? We always forget to turn this thing off, Buster. We're gonna lose our radar one day. Put it to standby. Gotta build that into our pre-flight. You know what? Let me go ahead and do that right now, because if I don't write that down. When we go up and check the ELT, that is a perfect time to check weather radar off. Actually, the better time would be before we even turn on the battery. But anyway, that's okay. When we go up to check the ELT, it's a very easy check to ELT, weather radar, CO test. What checklist are we using, you ask? We're using JD's. Alright, here we go. We're clear to 16. That'll be our initial point. I don't think we have any tracks out of here. Let's go ahead and set up the radios. Ooh, Sedona. Viva Las Vegas. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Couldn't get any easier than that. Oops, wrong way. Go to Unicom on the other one. Oh. Okay, and then on the bottom. VORs. How are we looking on the VORs? Yeah, Grand Canyon's got a VOR. It's 111.65. Let's go ahead and dial that in. Won't go straight there because we would fly into some mountains. We're going to be pretty darn close. Oh, wow. Okay. Here we go. 111.65. There we go. All right, Grand Canyon. How about that? We're getting Grand Canyon Morse code. Really? Oh. Grand Canyon as well. We don't need that. Let's turn that off. Enough Morse code. Let's go ahead and get our flight plan going. Kilo Victor Golf Tango. Oh, Golf Tango. In between? Darn it. Grand Canyon. BOR. Tenzo. Waypoint. Meets. Waypoint. And then waypoint. Waypoint. Okay, we're good. No, we don't want to remove that waypoint. Push. Clear. Set up our terrain will be the most important one right here. This one. Let's keep that at 20 miles. Actually, let's go further. Okay. Let's leave it at that. .335 is direct. We'll have to check. I think we're going to be okay to go direct. 335. Okay. We're good on comms. We're good on VORs. Well, for the backup, flying GPS on the way out. I don't think we're going to have any departures. We do have a departure available. What might that be? We're not doing 21, guys. Maybe they want us to do 21. I mean, it's a lot better. We could do runway 21. I like that. It's a good little obstacle departure. Yeah, we got a lot going on here. So we're going to take off a runway 21, guys. The winds are pretty light. I think they're light. Let's see. So hard to tell. Yeah. Pretty close to us, 000, so calm. Alright. We'll do runway 21 and we'll fly the obstacle. Alright, let's put this in. Proc. Here we go. How's it look? Like a mess. Nope, no, there it is. Perfect. Perfect. That'll get us high. That'll get us up where we need to be. Yeah. We're going to 160. You can see everything is at 111. So we'll be up quick. In this beast, I got no concerns. Okay. But that buys us time to come around as opposed to just going straight. So I feel a little more comfortable with that one. Do 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 do. Okay, good. Do 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 do. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, rather than just taking right off into the red. All right, Buster. Yeah, I know, Buster. I know. Get an altimeter. Two 988. Okay, good. All right, 29er. Two 988. Okay. Yeah, so we're about 4,800 feet. Is this so? There we go. Attitude indicator. How are we looking, Buster? All right. All right. Oh, even gonna give me a howl on the attitude indicator. So Buster has a really good attitude. Okay, standby altimeter is set, attitude indicator is set, remote compass is set to slave, and aligned. Comm radios are set. Nav radios, we're all set. Okay, weather radar is to standby. Here we go, cabin heat, and let's go ahead and get the heater on. Oh, man, scary sound. Open it up a little bit, very little bit. Good. Flight controls: left, neutral, right, neutral, down, neutral, back, neutral, right, neutral, left, neutral. Flight controls are free and correct. Buster. All right, let's go. Taxi lights and transponder. Perfect. Mixture, set to taxi. All right, let's go. Well, it would help if we know the path. I think it's Alpha, right? Yeah. Viva Las Vegas. Viva. Okay, enough of that. What is that called, that departure? Biter. It's the biter departure. It's the biter 1 departure. Okay? And it's an RNAV approach. So our first waypoint would be JEXXI. RNAV to JEXXI. Sedona traffic, Baron 712 Bravo Mike, taxiing to runway 21 via Alpha, Sedona. Viva. Viva. glitchy this morning. Not sure why. All right, Buster, so we are going to let's do our briefing right now. So we're going to be taking off a runway 21 on the biter one. Could be bitter. I call it a biter. Biter one departure RNAV to JEXXI. We are going to rotate at 80. Experience any weirdness, like if we lose stability or if we lose power, we're going to cut the throttle and we are then going to come to a complete stop on this runway. To make it into the air, we're going to go ahead and since we have no more runway left, we're going to go ahead and put up the landing gear on positive rate. Wow, look at that skipping of the nose wheel. Once we get to 100, we're going to go ahead and put up the flaps. Once we get to basically, we'll say once we get to 5,400 feet, we'll go ahead and dial back to 24 on the RPM. We'll fly straight out to JEXXI, but we'll get autopilot on fairly quickly so we can get into JEXXI. Let's go ahead and set our engine instruments here, flight instruments. Man, it's taking forever to get up there. 2-1. 2-1-3. That's the way out. All right, let's go ahead and do our run up. Parking brake is indeed set. Mixture full rich. Props full forward. Throttle 17. Let's do it. Alright, let's exercise the props, starting with the right one first. Here's our 300. Next one. Here's our 300. Back to 17 on this one. Let's go ahead and see an oil pressure increase. And there's the oil pressure increase. We're back to 17 on this one, so let's see oil pressure increase. Correct. Back to 17, so let's see a manifold increase. There's the manifold increase. And the left prop. We want to see a manifold increase. There it is, manifold increase. Props are all good. Okay, let's do the magnetos. Starting with the right engine. Stable on 17. Left mag. 1.25, so that's good. Go back to both. Let's go ahead. Stabilize. Go to left. Or excuse me, go to right. Good there. To both. Okay. Left engine, left mag. Again, about 1.25, that's good. Let's go back to both. mag left engine, another about 100. Let's go back to both. Good. Magnetos check. Instrument air is in the green. Let's go ahead and do the alternator check. Right picks up the slack. Down. Bus folds, pick up the slack. Left back on. Left picks the slack. And right back on. Perfect. Taking the load. Excellent. Prop de-ice. We want to see the prop amps spike. There we go. And we have load. Good. Windshield. Let's see load and light. Load and light. Confirmed. Pitot heat. Load and light. Load and light. Load and light. Confirmed. Just load on the fuel vent. Yep. Positive. Load. Yep. Windshield. Windshield. Load and light. Perfect. Let's hold down manual for surface icing. So just to the left of the prop, we should see about 18, and we do. It's in the green, and we have a light, so we're good. Let's go to auto. We want to see cycling between the de-ice. We got good light, and that should drop back. Good. Drops off. Boot goes off. Boot light goes on, and we're back. We have good cycle. Let's wait till it goes off, and turn it off. Excellent. All the heaters are good. Everything's good. De-icing is good. Let's go ahead and make our way over to pressurization. We're not sea level. We are sitting at like 5,000 feet. So let's go ahead and go to 4,000 here. Let's go to 10 o'clock. We're good on the 0 here. I'm gonna ramp to 2,000. Then we're gonna go ahead and do door seal first, then pressure, and then door. Here we go. We want to see this fall down to 1,000. Ready? A little too much muster. Okay, let's go ahead and pressure, door on, test. Okay, cabin climb is in descending mode. That is good. So now let's dump. Basically, we dump the pressure first and then dump the door. Good. Very good. Go back to 1,000 on our RPM. Let's go ahead. We're going to go to 16.5. So let's set the cabin to like 18.5. Gives a little bit of breathing room there. Okay, so we will definitely pressurize. Throttle, start back. Let's go ahead and how's that working? Good. We got good flaps. That's good. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the flaps back up. That's obviously the most important thing, that the flaps actually go back up. But now let's set them back. Terrific. Let's go ahead and perform. Okay, everything looked good there. Let's go ahead and engage the autopilot. Flight director is active. Let's hit the heading bug. Everything, flight director should turn right, and so should our yoke. There they go. They're turning. Perfect. Let's go ahead and deflect the opposite. Let's see, there goes the flight director, and there goes the yoke. Perfect. Heading mode off. The heading bug back, disengage with the yoke. Good, hit the yoke again, and let's turn off. Okay, good. All right, JEXXI, perfect. Alright, so that's looking good. Looks like our autopilot is all where we want it to be. Okay, run-up checklist is complete. Before takeoff, let's go. Windows they are closed. GPS, comm, and nav, they are all set. Heading bug is set. Nav source is set to GPS. Perfect. Elevator trim set for takeoff. We did that earlier, so we're set there. Flaps, takeoff. Perfect. Okay, cabin altitude, we already selected. Pressure, so we need to pressure up the cabin. Pressure up the doors. Air conditioning off. Oh, it's 91 degrees. Let's put that bad boy in. Fuel booster pumps on low. Pitot heat on. Anti-ice not required. Transponder is set. Weather radar can finally go on. Landing lights on. Strobe on. Alright, we've already done our, before takeoff checklist is complete, we've already done our takeoff briefing. Any questions, Buster? Let's go flying. Sedona traffic, Baronet 2 Bravo Mike taking runway 21 for the Bitter 1 departure, RNAV to JEXXI, Sedona. Runway number is confirmed. Let's get a good visual of our, we want to be able to get our props. We got our landing light, excuse me, our gear lights, our flap lights, and we can see our props, which is good. Let's zero in on JEXXI, about 15 miles away. All right, you good, Buster? Let's do it. Oops. Just ever so slightly hit the flap. Okay. Ready? Brake release, full throttle. Airspeed's alive. We are releasing the nose wheel and we are at 80. We are going to rotate. Gear up. Flaps up. Power's fine. On our way to JEXXI. Sedona traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike. Climbing through 7,000 feet, clear runway 21. Last call, Sedona. cow flaps. Keep the engine. Just dial back to throttle. We'll monitor the engine. Here we go. Turning at JEXXI at 8,500 feet. Now here we are at or above MEA for route of flight. We just need to be above, just call it 1-2000 by the time we get to bidder. We'll be at 1-2000 probably by the time we get to GATS. I mean, this is for real. Let's go ahead and just dial back. No, let's keep it going. Alright. Taxi lights off, landing lights off. Don't need the taxi lights on. Gotta remember that, Buster. It's gear, taxi light, flaps. Gear, taxi light, flaps. Okay, let's do climb checklist. Landing gear, verify up. Flaps up. Taxi lights off, landing lights off, prop sync on, cow flaps, they are now up, anti-ice not required, fuel boost off, cabin heat, well, we've cooled down significantly, let's just pull it out a tad, air conditioning no, cabin pressurization, alright, we're looking good. Differentials at 10,000 feet. Cabin is around 7,000 feet. Climbing kind of quick, so now let's dial it back. You can see we've breached. Definitely see we've breached. So, but isn't that funny? 1,2,500 at GATS. So we're going to be definitely at our cruising altitude by the time we get the bidder. 1,500 feet. I'd love to climb out at closer to 130. Let's do 1,200 foot a minute. Put a little more throttle in here. Around 36, 37. How are we doing on temps? Temps are good. Got to monitor the temps because I put up the cow flaps. 24 on the RPM, still looking good. Speed's picking up a little bit. Autopilot's working like a champ. Got about a 10-degree pitch. A little bit different. Attitude indicator says it's just a touch below 10. Okay, we're speeding up here. Let's go back to 1,500. Pass it. Next waypoint is coming up. Let's just go all the way to 021. I already told you guys how much I love flying this airplane. Just flight, black square. I don't think so. Way before bidder. I'm happy with that, Buster. Ooh, it's cold. 41 degrees. Not happy with that. I'm definitely happy, Buster, with the departure there. Where's Sedona? Should be off our left wing. Last night to land, and man, you could just see with the winds coming out of here, the winds just popped over that mesa and then it comes right back down in that valley. Really wants to throw you down. Get a good view of it. Cabin temp right. 16,000 for the Grand Canyon, I guess. Pretty cool stuff. Didn't have to shoot the gap like that. We could have flown over the top, and then, I mean, this plane can drop like a rock. So, yeah, didn't quite have to. We could have waited on our final descent. I think Mun's, there was something called Mun's Run or Mun's. Yeah, that's city out here. Too high, so you drop the throttle. So now you're dropping like a rock. You have, you know, probably a vertical speed or aggressive to get down there, and then you get hit by the downdraft. That to me was super dangerous. Okay, let's go ahead and get us around 32. We're at 32 on the power, 24 on the RPM. Let's go ahead and lean us out. Cruise checklist just really quick. Cow flaps are up into ice. Not required. Fuel boosters are off. Cabin air 61. That's fine. Pressurization. How are we looking? Yep. Differential is in the green. We are good. All right. Let's go ahead and lean them up. Let's go ahead and start with the left engine line. Let's start. Let's pre-warm up. Let's get us pre-warm up here. There goes the increase. EGT, and there's the peak, and then let's put it back. Go to the left one. This is just a pre-lean, guys. Peak, and let's put it back. Alright, that's a pre-lean. No, we don't want to be rich at peak, we want to be lean at peak. So we're just going to hold that little button in between. I know it's invisible. And then we're going to go ahead and do the right engine first. Bring it back until we get last peak. I think we went around 30, 25 to 30. Okay, we're bringing it down. That's last peak. And there we go. We don't really want to go any further. 55 is good. Let's keep it at 55. It's going to give us 17 and a half. So let's go to the next engine. Left engine. Last peak. 52, 55, 54. Perfect. Let's go back to fuel. Okay, we're at 202. We're doing about 18 gallons an hour per each. Confirmed on the fuel flow gauge. Lots of fuel remaining. We've used 16 gallons. Quickly take a look at our OFP. We're on our way to the Grand Canyon. That will be our first time at fuel check. So this trip will be an hour and 22 minutes. We'll use 227 pounds of fuel. Throw an extra 15 minutes in, so another 41 pounds. Going down to our alternate to the south will take us 32 minutes, 81 pounds, plus the requirement of reserves. We got 45 minutes, 92 pounds. So out the door we're 441, and we're carrying 1212. So we also add another 24 for taxi. Yeah, and then the 747 extra pounds of fuel. There's 4 hours of extra pounds. Plenty of fuel, but we're still going to do a time and fuel check for sure. Grand Canyon. A couple things to note. It's supposed to be at 188 on the ground speed, and we'll be at once all the way across. We'll be at 24 minutes. guys don't know, there's a lot of functionality to the transponder. Outside air temperature, density, altitude, count up, count down, and pressure, altitude, as well as our flight time. Because I always forget to write down the time we took off. This is pressure, wheels up. Nice, wheels off the ground. Is it 24 minutes to Grand Canyon? 24 minutes to Grand Canyon. How does that jive with the flight plan? Ground speed 232. Grand Canyon, we're supposed to be there in 10 minutes, so we're actually 3 minutes behind schedule. We'll be 3 minutes behind schedule, but we got one heck of a ground speed. Oh, there, my friends, is the Grand Canyon. So we're at 16,000, and how cold was it we saw? We'll use this one. There's lots of different ways to check out. So we're minus 13. You can see right down here, minus 13. Minus 13 in the window, so we got 0, minus 10, minus 20, minus 30 at the top in Celsius. So we're just going to be a little past this hash mark here, and we're going to put 16,000 in the window. I think we're probably about 230 on the true airspeed. That's my guess. There's 16 coming up. Right there. 230. Bingo. Alright. So then we're going to get to Grand Canyon, then we're going to fly across the national park. There are some altitude restrictions in certain parts of the park. We're going to avoid all of that, plus it's VFR for the most part. We followed the IFR flight plan, but we were above all of the restrictions. If you are flying VFR in the canyon, go ahead and get the VFR chart, VFR sectional. Go there right now. If I pull it up here, there is a special one. I don't know how to get to it. You can see the inlay right here. Definitely a special VFR chart. There are these corridors, there are restricted areas, all that good stuff. We'll leave it on the VFR chart. Get kind of a better view so you can see what we're doing. We're not going to go around here. We're going to get to Grand Canyon, then we're going to go basically due west along the border of the park. And then we're going to cross over top of the park. I think it's 8,000 feet right around here. 6,000. Hopefully we're high enough that we'll just get some good views. Start to see it come into view a little bit right now. Probably our best views will be once we get halfway to Tenso. And then we'll probably also see the Hoover Dam. Somewhere around here. Right over Meads, Lake Mead. Right, and then where Hoover Dam is, Lake Mead. Not sure. Don't know my geography too well. Oh, so when we do zoom in, we can kind of see it. Yeah, no flights below 8,000 feet MSL. In the canyon, you can see it. Pierce Ferry sector, Diamond Creek sector, 9,000 feet to surface. You can see we'll be going right across the top. Got the VOR plugged in. So while we're sightseeing along the way, we'll go ahead and check out what's going on in Las Vegas. Weather at North Las Vegas, North Vegas, 320, 13, gusting 21. Okay. So maybe we'll land to the northwest. It's got a lot of wind. 299 or 4. We'll get to Grand Canyon, we'll change our Grand Canyon right now is 299 or 8. Let's go ahead and change. Okay, gauges are all looking good. Fuel flow's sitting around 18, which is fine. We have a time and fuel check coming up here. There's 23 gallons. 6.5 miles to a gallon. Used a little bit more on the left engine. It's curious. Left tank. I mean, left tank is used a little bit more. Almost a half gallon. I wonder if that has to do with the heater. I wonder if the heater draws off fuel off the engine. I don't think so. I think that's what it was in Coronado, but I don't believe it is here. Gotta leave the heater on, for sure. We'll see if the disparity keeps getting worse. That's a really good temperature. Just keep an eye So remember, we were supposed to be at 24 minutes. So here we are, we're going to be at 28, so we're going to be 4 minutes behind schedule, even though our ground speed is cooking. And then... gauges look pretty full. We're going to run the tip tanks now that we're up to cruise. Yep, little ones all the way across. We're a little bit lower, so about 40 pounds under right now. 40 pounds under, not too concerned. So we're about 7 gallons behind, so we'll just keep an eye on it. Tenzo is 260, so let's go ahead and get our heading bug to 260. Tenzo would be 25 minutes away. Dramatically now. What it looks like. Bogey at 15. Interesting. So Linden, I wonder why we didn't get this one. We could do the wild one. From Linden. Wow. Go over Nellis. Go over the field. I have no idea how they would clear us in. We do know that we need to do probably one of these bad boys. transition over the airfield, entering in a left downwind for 30 left. Once we get past Linden, we'll keep going to Zaire, and then we'll then fly over the runway. We'll visual it, fly over the runway. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I guess the other way is just to go ahead and do a right base for 30 right. Route us out here. Wonder what the winds are. Yeah, 15 gusting to 22. We're gonna need to do 30. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking we do though. Transition over the field at pattern altitude. And then do the visual for 30 left. And what is field elevations at, let's call it 2200. So pattern altitude, we need to be at 3200. Overfly the airfield. To enter a left downwind. Doing an instrument approach. No visual. But we do need to get down. We do need to get down to 3200 by the airport. So let's go ahead and set our VNAV. Alright, there we go. 800 foot per minute profile. And there we go. 16 minutes away. So we begin at Tenzo. Okay, our descent is programmed. We have been briefed on our approach. It's going to be visual, 30 left. Overfly the airport at 3,200 feet. And we're going to enter in a left downwind for runway 30 left. We're going to vacate left. And probably do Charlie Bravo Hotel. Charlie all the way to the terminal. Just park out here. That'll work. Vacate left. We'll probably vacate at Charlie or hotel. Still going to keep the VFR chart on. Las Vegas Vortac. Verify the I can hear it, but it's so faint. That's fine. So Tenzo. Oh, we're getting ready to get back into the park here. Actually, we're going to be ahead. We'll be about 3 minutes ahead. Okay. And fuel 10:30. Okay, let's go visual. Separation Canyon. Let's see what else. plateau. Setup plateau. So that's what this is. Setup plateau, 7,000 feet. Buster, I gotta go back to the galley and get a cup of coffee. We got 10 minutes until 10, so you go with that? Alright, don't mess with the controls. galley with a nice cup of coffee. But the Yeti, not that, you know, we're in the sponsors or anything, but Yeti, if you want to sponsor us, I'm sure Buster and I would not complain. Love Yeti. I mean, this coffee can stay hot for hours in this thing. I actually left just a little plug. I filled this thing with ice and water. Drunk all the water, ice stayed in. Left it out on the countertop. Next morning, ice still there. Incredible. These things are for real. I don't know how they do it. All my life. But ice, water, drink the water, ice in a cup, ice melts within like 30 minutes. Boom. Alright, an hour. So what? But, sheesh. Alright, Tenso's coming up where vertical speed requires at 630, so we're almost to 800. So let's go ahead and get our descent checklist going. We would like to see what. Let's go ahead and check the weather. What do we got as far as? Las Vegas doing. North Vegas is 29906, so we're going to plug it into 29906. North Vegas is 29906 already. We're 29908, so where is it going to take it down to? Uh-oh. Did not do the tip tanks. And we're not gonna. We're going to keep the fuel in the tip tanks. We'll do it next flight. 72. Finally nailed it, Buster. We nailed it. Yeah, I don't really want to do tip tank on a descent. Best to do it on the cruise. That's just my opinion. If anybody has any different opinions, go ahead. Let us know in the comment. Obviously, if that's the last thing we got. We're using tip tanks, but we should never get to that point. I don't know. I always have these thoughts of, well, what if all of a sudden one tank stops feeding and you've got one tip that's, you're not paying attention. One tip is completely full, the other one's completely down. You're like, oh, gee, now I gotta go ahead and equalize. Now we're spending our whole cruise trying to equalize the fuel tanks. At least we have that going for us. But if we have that happen on the descent, lower airspeed, issues happen, I don't know. Don't need to be messing with that. Got a lot more workflow in the descent part versus cruise, right? We got no one in the pattern, and we got no one in Vatsim right now. We do have a couple people in Vegas. Good to see. Yeah, we got a couple people in Vegas, but other than that, we're gonna get ready for our descent. 10:30 on the fuel. Wow, quite a bit different in fuel. So now we're, well, now about 50 gallons. So about 50 gallons. We're ahead of schedule, but we're 50 gallons behind, or 50 pounds behind, excuse me. Not 50 gallons. That would be a big problem if we were 50 gallons behind. All right. Let's go ahead and begin our descent. We're going to go all the way down to 3,200. Checklist. Cow flaps are up. Anti-ice not required. Booster pumps off for now. Carb heat. Cabin heat. 73, so we should be good there. Cabin pressurization. Okay, so now it's time to put, we need to put it down. Cabin altitude pre-selector set, and then the cabin rate selector at 10. So we need to go ahead and set. We're going to go down, and let's just go 3,200 feet. Right there, 3,200 feet. I would imagine this differential is going to go up. But we'll see. 10. Keep an eye on this because I think we might end up tripping the differential, cabin differential pressure. We'll see. You could always work it down on the way. Actually, the field is at 2,200. Okay, field is at 2,200. And let's get our plug going. Needs. All right, let's get our radios. All of this we should have done. 125.7. About 20 miles away from the airport. True. Yeah, Linden's 30 miles away. everything's working out fine so far. This is taking into consideration all of the water that during the droughts and all of that. How everyone's saying, oh, Lake Mead's drying up. I wonder if we were flying flights in 5 years ago, what this thing would look like. We are going to be approaching from the north, guys. I'm going to go ahead and actually the northeast. We're going to fly over Nellis, and then we're going to overfly the airport at 3,200 feet, entering at a left down for 30 left. Let's go ahead and put the airport on right now because we'll be reporting over Linden. And Linden. We're still on IFR flight plan. Linden will be 30 miles to the east. I think it is. So what we're going to do, we're going to take out Desire. So we took out Desire. Desire is actually, you can see it's not quite there. So it's the VNAV was having us go to Desire and then come back. So anyway, we took that out. We're still good. 834. I'm not in the mood to increase it right now. Increase our rate of descent. We're fine. You can see we're really good on our power setting. I like, you know, the 190-ish, not in the amber, we're still in the green. Slots buster. What's the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna go to the crap stable, Blackjack. Texas Hold'em. I knew you always had a poker face, Buster. Man, that coffee's hot. Man, kudos to the galley today. Man. That cabin crew was really cooking today, boy. Good stuff. Alright, we're at 8,000. Coming up on 8,000. Any light on? Let's turn off the heater. Don't need any distractions now. Always good to be doing pattern work. Well, let's go ahead and start increasing our mixture on our way up. Where are we going to be? We're going to be going from Linden. We're going to 257 to the airport. I am going to leave this at 30 for the runway. So, don't get spooked when it's off. If it gets off. North Vegas traffic, Baron 712 Bravo Mike is 20 miles to the east, descending 7,500 to 3,200. We'll be overflying the airfield, entering a left downwind for runway 30 left. North Vegas traffic. There's Nellis, going right over Nellis. Reduce the power. See when I mess with the mixture. Once we get to 5,000, we'll go ahead and go full mixture, full prop. So remember, we're going to 3,200. We'll wait for base on the gear. Should be right here. Let's get. still don't have a visual on the runway yet. It's 10 miles. North Vegas traffic bearing 2 Bravo Mike, 10 miles to the east at 4,500, descending to 3,200. We'll overfly the field, enter a left downwind for runway 30 left. North Vegas. I think it's right there. Yeah, there it is. 'Cause there's a straight in right there. Start pulling us back to get to around 160, 140. Airfield's in sight. So we're going to want to make a left turn into 120, but let's go. We're actually going to go 1210. The heading bug in just a minute. Actually, I'm going to take the airplane at 3,200. North Vegas traffic, Marin 2 Bravo Mike, over the airfield at 3,200, entering a left downwind for runway 30 left, North Vegas. Autopilot off my airplane. All the way. So 1 notch of flaps. Alright, what do we gotta do? Prop sync off. Landing lights, taxi lights. Let's turn the taxi light on. Left base. North Vegas traffic, Marin 2 Bravo Mike, turning left base for runway 30 left. North Vegas. Alright, here we go. Let's go gear down. We'll leave our flaps on approach. Vegas traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike, short final for runway 30 left, full stop, North Vegas. Oh no. It's a runway. We're gonna go to the next. Yeah, we're pretty hot. Definitely pretty hot there. Flaps are up. Let's go ahead and get the lights off. Let's go over here. North Vegas traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike is clear of runway 30 left. North Vegas. Let's go ahead and clean up down here. Let's go left to right. We no longer need to pitot heat. Good. We'll leave the strobe on since we're going to be crossing a runway. We did not do the fuel boost pumps. And we did not go full here. We needed to do that at 5,000, but everything was pretty well near full as it was. Let's go ahead and dump. Cow flaps. Let's get the cow flaps open. Had we done the gumps check, we would have caught that. Alright, let's pull up the runway. We're on golf. North Vegas traffic. Baronet 2 Bravo Mike. We'll be crossing or taxiing to terminal, crossing runway 7 at Golf, then Bravo, then Charlie. North Vegas. Yeah, certainly not the best. Could have done it a little better job coming in, for sure. Definitely coming in on over the top. We should have done the gumps for sure. Certainly on downwind we should have done the gumps because we would have had a gear down. Actually, we put the gear down kind of late on. Hold on. Here we go. We put the gear down on base. Just fine. Just need to do the checklist quickly. We were too busy trying to make sure we didn't overshoot over here. We're on Alpha. Okay. Bravo. Good signage here. Extra huge. Let's go down to the south side of the airport, actually. And let's see, by the corporate hangars, let's see if we can get a better view of the city. Bravo. Yeah, I want to say Microsoft did this because the signs are too good. Oh, there's someone down there. all the way down. Sorry guys. The taxiway lights are good. Yeah, there's the Vatsim. Or the Pappy. There's Vegas. It's about as far as we can go. Pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I like it, Buster. Yep, I like it. We'll go up to our friends up here. Really? All right, let's go ahead and get our avionics off. Make sure that's off and we're good. And taxi off. Set the parking brake. Terrific. Excellent. And all right, guys. Here we are. Vegas. Or Vegas. So anyway, guys, it's been a blast. Thanks for joining us. We got beautiful views today from Sedona to Grand Canyon. Flew across the Grand Canyon, landed in North Vegas, did an overflight of the airfield, entered a left downwind for 30 left. Got a little bit of a view on downwind of Vegas, which was what I was trying to set up, which is cool. Yeah, so little rusty on the visual, but needed to do a couple things on our checklist that we neglected, but nevertheless, it was all good. So, guys, again, if you like this type of content, like what Buster's trying to achieve here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We are trying to get to 50 subscribers. That happens, Buster gets his own livery. We got a guy in Southampton, UK, that's ready to do the livery right. Put the Fly Dog logo up on the tail, all that good stuff. But anyway, that's only if you guys want, you know, want more content like this, and kind of like what we're doing here in the Barren. Ultimately, yeah, we're gonna go north now. We're gonna go through Monument Park, probably up to Park City. We're gonna go to Glacier National Park, hit our way to Calgary, and then go east. Go east. Intent? Well, gonna cross to Greenland. Gonna go to Iceland. Gonna go to Scotland. Yep, because we said we wanted to take this airplane all the way to Greece, the Greek islands. And so that's how we would do it. That's one way we would do it. I mean, would we consider going the other way? Like Alaska, Japan, Southeast Asia, India, Dubai, blah, blah, blah. Nope. We're going to go this way. We want to go ahead and fly around the UK. We want to fly around Europe. on our way down, go over the Alps. Ton of fun. Because we got this pressurized Baron. Got a lot to learn in it. Only got about 24 hours in it. Yeah, so definitely got a lot to learn. But we're enjoying flying it. So it's been a lot of fun. Alright guys, you guys have a great day. And anyway, clear skies and warm tailwinds and Buster.